You want a free Ted Cruz sucks sign?
Ted Cruz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does suck, right?
Yeah.
He does suck.
Yeah, he does. Absolutely.
It almost is the one thing Democrats and Republicans can agree on in this
Ted Cruz
moment.
sucks.
Absolutely.
Ted Cruz sucks.
We can all come together on one thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Ted Cruz sucks.
Scream.
But seriously,
I love it.
Ted Cruz sucks.
It does. He does. He sucks.
He sucks.
He does.
That's it? All it took to connect with MAGA was to agree that Senator Ted Cruz sucks? Thank you to the good liars. They always do great work. Because clearly, Ted Cruz sucks. And I should have known that him being bad at his job brings people together. Just this past weekend, Casey Musgraves called him out during her song High Horse, saying, "'Cause everyone knows someone who kills the buzz every time they open their mouth. Ted Cruz." She said what she said. At Kat Cardenas added, "You can tell Casey Musgraves is a real Texan by the volume of her hair and how much she hates Ted Cruz." I mean, I already did a video about Raphael being booed by students in Texas. Plus, do you remember my video when I wondered out loud who was the worst senator? What do you mean no? Well, for me, it was between Ted Cruz and Senator Lindsey Graham. But what I want to do today is add another.
We're conservative, so we really are the live and let live party. You know, I really don't care what you do. I really, as long as you're not infringing on somebody else's freedom, as long as you're not harming somebody else. I mean, you go live your life, and that's fine. I'm not going to impose the way I live my life on somebody else, but you're exactly right. That is what the left does, which is what is so annoying about the left. You know, it's far worse than annoying. But they've got to shove everything down your throat.
Senator Ron Johnson out of Wisconsin, famous for trying to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election by installing fake electors through text messages. Now, this past weekend, he debated Mandela Barnes. Now, it was there where Johnson referred to a federal minimum wage as price fixing, as if providing people with, well, actually less than a livable wage will increase inflation and not corporate greed. During the debate, Ron Johnson tried to clarify his stance on abortion, encouraging people to go to wizfacts.com to see what he says, quote, for the record. So I visited the website and, amongst other things, he says, quote, "I fully support allowing the democratic process in each state to decide what point society should protect that life. I'll leave it to another bad senator to tell you why that's problematic."
States' rights has been used to justify some pretty bad things in the past.
Moving on, this is how Ron Johnson wants to decrease gun crime.
If we want to cut down on crime, the overall macro issue is we need to renew faith, strengthen families, have more supportive communities. Another gun control law just isn't going to work.
I've talked about it multiple times. States with better gun laws have lower firearm death rates. According to Giffords Law Center, Wisconsin has a C- grade on their gun laws, and their rate of gun violence is 15th nationally per Everytown research. Ron Johnson knows he opposes gay marriage. He denies calling Social Security candy and said he wouldn't cut Social Security and Medicare. Okay. He also downplays the insurrection and pretends to love the police. Let's give Mandela Barnes time to address this.
Whenever I see a police officer, I go up to him and I say, "Thank you for your service." And if I have time, I say, please don't be dispirited by the loud few who are trying to defund you.
I'm sure he didn't have the same interaction with the 140 officers that were injured during the January 6th insurrection. One officer was stabbed with a metal stake, another crushed between a revolving door, another hit in the head with a fire extinguisher. So when we talk about respect for law enforcement, let's talk about the 140 officers that he left behind because of an insurrection that he supported.
The only question now is, does Mandela Barnes hate Ted Cruz too? I bet he does. For Rebel HQ, I'm Jeff Wiggins. My architect knows Japanese. For more from the Young Turks, stay right here. To see additional content from yours truly, click on the Jeff Wiggins hashtag. You can also find me on my YouTube channel, We Gonna Be Alright. Thanks for watching.